God but Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, the great Mahdi, the supreme being. We further thank Almighty God, Allah, for coming among us and raising up a divine leader, a divine teacher, a perfect guide, a little black man from Sandersville, Georgia, whom we knew to be the messenger of Allah. Come on. But we see him in his greater insight today, the exalted and risen Christ, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
And you and I wouldn't be able to stand here with conviction, with confidence.
That's right.
If Almighty God, Allah, didn't extend his love, his grace, and his mercy in the beautiful human being whom you and I, by God's grace and mercy, will be hearing from next week.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And this human being, in my humble opinion, is the last man standing.
Come on. Come on.
He is the perfected representative
Go ahead.
of the most honorable Elijah
Go
Muhammad.
ahead. That's right.
And we are in Black History Month. No Elijah Muhammad, no Muhammad Ali.
Come on, man.
Right?
Yes, sir.
No Elijah Muhammad, no Malcolm X.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
No Elijah Muhammad, no H-Rap Brown.
Come on, man.
No
That's right.
Elijah Muhammad, no new Black Panther Party.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
That's right.
No Elijah Muhammad, no the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Come on, man.
No Elijah Muhammad, no Jeremiah Shabazz.
Come on, man.
No Elijah Muhammad, no James Shabazz, the son of thunder
Yes,
from
sir.
Newark, New Jersey.
That's right.
That was in prison with the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
So we thank them
Go ahead.
for extending their grace, mercy, and love to us in the personage of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
That's right. Yes,
Who
sir.
we believe is the Messianic voice of the day.
That's right.
And it's in their names that I extend the nation's greeting of peace to you of Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Happy Savior's Day.
Happy Savior Day to you as well.
So I'll give our brother another round of applause. Thank you, brother. So last week, we opened up a subject called the weaponization
Go ahead.
of hip hop.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. To destroy Black youth.
That's right.
And last week, I did say something that I want to correct today. When I was talking about myself, I said I have three of the highest degrees. But the highest degree that you can get in this world is a doctorate. So
Yes,
I
sir.
have the second highest.
Yes, sir.
So I want to clarify some things because our lessons say that mistakes shall not exist.
Yes, sir.
So
Go
when
ahead.
you make a mistake in the public, you correct it in the public.
That's right.
But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we're talking about hip hop.
Yes, sir.
And you may be older, you may be saying, why are we talking about hip hop?
Come on, man.
Because we all have children.
Yes, sir.
We all have nieces and nephews. And we need to know what's affecting our children.
That's right. That's right.
That's causing them to love savagery over righteousness.
Come on. Yes, sir.
This is not just happening in a vacuum.
Right.
And I said last week, what's happening with us is because we don't know the laws of cause and effect.
Come on.
And we get into spookism.
Yes, sir.
The minister said this, he said, for every cause, there's an effect.
Yes, sir.
And he said the cause is real,
Go ahead.
the effect is real,
Yes, sir.
even though it's unseen.
Yes, sir.
Then he said to us, if you and I learn to master ourselves, we can be the cause that produces the effect.
Yes, sir. That's what you said.
So we're dealing with the science of mathematics. There's a cause and there's an effect.
Yes, sir.
So now the weaponization of hip hop.
Yes, sir.
I want to read something the minister said because it's deep. He said that the wicked king, Nebuchadnezzar from Babylon,
Yes, sir.
which really is baby London.
Yeah. That's right.
Babylon, baby London.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Use music, art, and culture to dumb down the people.
Yes, sir.
So the people would not be mindful of how God was wreaking havoc on Babylon.
Yes, sir.
The wicked king, he said, used it to dumb down the people.
Yes, sir.
Very interesting.
Yes, sir.
So now you study this Quran. This Quran came in a rhythmic form.
That's right. That's right.
As the Quran is being recited,
Go ahead.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Right.
It comes in rhythm.
Yes, sir.
And the minister said that the rappers are the new poets.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Then he said that the rappers are the new prophets.
Yes, sir.
So now you gotta ask yourself, what do they prophesy?
Come on, man.
What are they saying?
Yes, sir.
Are they prophesizing righteousness or are they prophesizing filth
Come
and
on.
indecency?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Point that out.
The weaponization of hip hop to destroy black youth.
Yes, sir.
Then the minister goes on to say this: our musicians have become Pharaoh's magicians.
Go ahead with that. Go
Oh,
ahead.
that's heavy.
Yes, sir.
So then in this book, when Moses and Aaron got out of hand,
Yes, sir.
Pharaoh had so much control over the people
Mm.
that he called all the skillful enchanters
Go ahead. Go ahead.
to himself
Yes, sir.
because they couldn't control Moses and Aaron.
Right.
But the Arabic word for Moses is Musa,
That's right.
and Musa only means the messenger in the United States of America. So the prophetical Moses,
Go ahead.
right?
Yes, sir.
The historical Moses
Come on.
prefigured the real Moses, who is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
So when you read the children of Israel, it ain't the children of Israel yesterday. You and I are the real children of Israel.
Yes, sir.
And our Moses,
That's
modern Moses,
Come
is the
on.
most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
So when Pharaoh is planning to deal with us, he's planning how he's going to deal with black youth.
Come on. Come on.
So he called the skillful enchanters.
Yes, sir.
And then in the Quran, Moses and Aaron was wreaking so much havoc on the planet that Pharaoh said to the enchanters as they began to believe in Moses and Aaron.
Yes, sir.
He said, do you believe in the God of Moses and Aaron before I give you permission?
Come on. That's what it says. That's in the book.
That's deep. So Moses and Aaron was enlightening the people.
Yes,
Then
sir.
Allah says in the Quran that I sent Moses and Aaron to Pharaoh with authority.
Yes, sir.
With authority. Yep. So this Moses, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the minister have been working among our people
Exactly.
with the hip hop community.
Yes, sir.
It has had a great effect. There's been plenty youth summits
Mm-hmm.
that have taken place.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And what you don't know is that it was the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan who was responsible for helping to settle the beef between the East Coast and the West
That
Coast.
is a fact.
See,
Come on, man.
contrary to public opinion,
Yes, sir.
Snoop reached out to the minister.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And Snoop said that the minister ain't really take credit for it, but when they was about to go to war with the East Coast and the West Coast,
Yes, sir.
Snoop said that he brought them all together.
Exactly.
And he sat them down.
Yes, he did.
And he said,
Come on, man.
what's wrong with y'all? He said, I don't want y'all fighting amongst each other. He said, but you don't see the hidden hand.
Come on. That's it. That's it.
So it was the minister
Yes, sir.
that pulled everybody together
Yes, sir.
and showed them the hidden hand of the enemy, because the aim of the enemy is to get us to fight and kill one another.
Exactly.
And I told you last week that black people don't kill black people, Negroes kill Negroes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because if you realize that the brother sitting next to you is your other self, you
Hey.
wouldn't pull out a gun to kill your other self.
That's right.
But you've been made blind, deaf, and dumb, so you see your brother as a nigger.
Right.
You see your sister as an itch.
Come on.
But God don't make niggas or he don't make itches.
Come on, man.
It says that God made a man and a woman in his image and after his likeness.
Yes, sir.
So now the question I ask you, if you're made in the image and likeness of
Come on,
God, then that means that some of the characteristics that God had, you have.
Right. Right.
A tree can't say they made in the image and likeness of God.
Okay,
yes,
A
sir.
bee can't say he made in the
Okay.
image and likeness of
That's
God.
right.
Come on,
a
man.
leaf can't say
That's
they made in the image
Come
and
on,
likeness
brother.
of God.
Yes, sir.
So if you made in the image and likeness of God, then that would make you a God.
That's right.
That's not a non-biblical and non-Quranical.
Go ahead.
82nd Psalm says, ye.
Come on, man.
Talking to you and I.
Yes, sir.
Ye are all gods.
It's in the book.
Children of the Most High God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You say, oh, that's un-Islamic. That's unbiblical. Well, you looking for Jesus, right?
That's right.
Huh?
That's right. Come
And
on.
if God ain't a man, why are we waiting on a man to come?
Go ahead.
Come on. That plane.
Why are all the major religions looking for a man?
Come on.
The Jews looking for the Messiah,
Yes, sir.
right?
That's right.
The Islamic world looking for the Mahdi.
Yes, sir.
The Christians looking for Jesus to return.
Yes,
So
sir.
if Jesus going to return, where's he going to return to?
Think about it.
And when he returns, are you looking for a spirit or you looking for a man?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's never been a time in history where there has been a separation between energy and matter.
Come on with
The
that.
only way you know that spirit exists unless it's housed in flesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to say it again. The only way you know spirit
Come
exists unless it's housed
Come
in
on.
flesh.
Yes,
We
sir.
don't worship flesh,
Right.
but flesh. This is the greatest conduit of the
Go
Spirit of
ahead.
God.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's why the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said that God is one that possesses force and power.
Yes, sir.
It don't mean that it's not other things in the universe that don't have force and power,
Yes,
but
sir.
you are the greatest of God's creation.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So you manifest the
Okay.
greatest conduit
Come
of
on.
his power.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, well, it's there in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
Abraham was talking one day,
Right.
and it says that Abraham came out of the tent.
Come on.
We still on the weaponization of hip hop.
That's
We
right.
ain't going nowhere.
That's right.
But when Abraham was talking, he said he came outside of the tent, and it was 3 men,
Right.
not 3 spooks.
Come on,
Go
man.
read them.
Yes, sir.
3 men, and one of the men
Was the-
was the Lord.
That's what it
Not
says.
a Lord.
That's
So we're
right.
going to deal with the connotations of the word. Not a Lord.
Right.
One of the men that sat down was the Lord.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now this God that you believe that's immaterial, Abraham saw him physically.
Yes,
right?
sir. Come on.
Then when it was time to eat, it said he sat down.
Sir.
So now this immaterial God got a gluteus maximus where he can sit down on.
Come on. Go ahead. Point it out.
Then Sarah fixed the meal for him.
Yes, sir.
But you say God is immaterial.
Mm.
Can't be.
That's right.
Can't be.
Go
But they'll
ahead.
teach you and I about a mystery God while they work the hell out of us on earth to build a reality for them.
That's right. That's
Think
what
of
they
that.
do.
They'll teach you about an ethereal God
Come on, man.
that you can never reach out and touch or never attain to
Right.
while they work the hell out of us on earth to build a heaven for them.
Yes, sir.
Showing you and I that they don't believe heaven and hell is a place.
Exactly.
Heaven and hell is a condition of the mind.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, man. It's a condition.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Wake us up.
of hip hop. Weaponization means to exploit for the purpose of attacking a group or for spreading discord.
Yes, sir.
Then look what the minister said. He said one rap song.
One rap.
Ooh, this is heavy.
That's a fact.
He said one rap song
Yes, sir.
is worth more than 1,000 of my speeches.
Weigh that in. Come on, man.
So the rappers are the new prophets, they the new rulers.
Go
But
ahead,
the
bro.
key is, what are they rapping about?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
So I just shared with you last week that we got a sister that called herself a slut rapper.
Yes, sir.
Not a queen, she a slut rapper.
Yep.
Think about that.
Then I read to you Cardi B lyrics when Cardi B said she is certified free. 7 days a week.
Yes, sir. Think about that.
Listen to those lyrics. Come on, sister, you a certified free?
Certified.
7 days a week?
No breaks.
Huh? And instead of you being a queen and the second self of God, you letting men have their way with you.
Mm.
And then you would say that, and it goes across the airways, and now our nieces and our daughters is listening to that
Go
crap.
ahead, man. Go
And
ahead.
they think if they don't have a positive role model as a mother or auntie in front of them, they think that's the norm to be a freak.
That's right.
Good teaching.
So they're being used like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said in the lesson, why does the devil keep our people illiterate?
Go ahead. Go
so
ahead.
that he can use them for a tool, and also a slave. He keeps them
Yes, sir.
lying to themselves so that he can master them.
Yes, sir.
Illiterate means ignorant.
Right.
Go ahead.
So illiterate means to ignore.
Yes, sir.
You're ignoring your nature.
Go ahead.
You're being used as a tool and a slave.
Go ahead.
And the greatest weapon
Come on.
for Satan to use is a Negro.
Mm.
The mind of a Negro is a great weapon in the hands of Satan.
Right.
Because a Negro always gonna work to destroy his own community.
That's
A
right.
Negro always gonna work to disrespect his women.
Right.
A Negro always think money instead of principle.
There you go.
Ain't nobody mad with you making money. But I said last week, there's no Asian Cardi B. Show me one.
Come
Ain't
on,
no
man.
Jewish Cardi B.
Right.
We are the only people that make music that's based on debauchery, promiscuity,
Come on.
and degenerate behavior.
That's
Show me a
fact.
Chinese 50 Cent.
Come
Where
on.
he at?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Teach
Go ahead.
that.
So how come we got a 50 Cent?
Right.
Go ahead.
But another situation, 50 Cent and Ja Rule was beefing.
That's
You
right.
know who solved that beef?
Come on.
The
Point
man
it
of
out.
God. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. See, Farrakhan is the man of God, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That no matter what condition you read about, when it says in the Bible that Jesus looked beyond their faults
Right.
and saw their needs, that's him.
That's right.
That's right.
And you better come to grips with that.
Yes, sir.
Because you don't have no other voice like that you can come to Farrakhan, a pimp, a hustler,
Right.
a dope dealer, and he won't judge you,
Yes, sir.
but he will teach you.
Exactly.
Right? Your true nature.
Yes,
and
sir.
tell you to go in the earth and don't sin no more.
That's right. That's right. Come on, man.
So our musicians
Go ahead.
have become Pharaoh's magicians.
Yes, sir.
What is a magician?
Teach.
See, a magician is somebody that got a spell.
Right.
So the rappers is being used now as magicians to cast spells on the
Yeah.
people.
Come on, man.
To keep you blind, deaf, and dumb.
Come on.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So you don't know what's going on. You so busy supping up filth and indecency, you don't see the storm clouds of God's judgment being gathered against you.
That's right. That's right.
Ain't nobody gonna judge you when you dead and gone.
Right.
You and I being judged right now.
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly.
Right.
Not when you dead and gone. I know what we believe. I know what we've been taught and indoctrinated into.
That's right.
Exactly.
But how can somebody judge you when you ain't conscious? You being judged right now based on how you are receptive to the word of God that's being spoken.
Yes, sir. That's it.
You in the valley of decision. Either you're going to stay in the sea of sin and go with Satan, or you're going to be with God.
That's right. Go ahead. Give him the choice.
It's up to you. So I want to go over a couple of these lyrics.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
I
Go
just
ahead,
want-
black
I just
man.
want to show you
Go ahead, Muhammad.
what the deal is
Yes, sir.
and how destructive it is. See? Because the minister said this. He said, he who prescribes the diameter of your knowledge, right,
Yes, sir.
dictates the circumference of your activity.
That's right. Think about
And the
that.
minister be saying, it's so much in that.
Yes, sir.
We could just parse that and
Yeah.
go home.
Break it down.
He
Exactly.
who prescribes the diameter of your knowledge dictates the circumference of your activity.
Wow.
Why we ain't making no motion?
Come on, man.
Huh? Who has prescribed knowledge for us
Exactly.
and got us moving to their tune, not our tune?
Exactly. Go ahead.
And I said a couple weeks ago that you and I are the only people, we don't have no Africa town
That's right.
in no major city. But you can go in any major city and find a Chinatown.
Exactly. Right
Am I
there.
telling the truth?
You're right.
And when you go down to Chinatown, they are being governed by their own people.
That's
They
right.
got their own businesses.
Exactly.
You and I can't go down to Chinatown and sell no Chinese, no Lucy cigarettes.
That's right.
Or no synthetic marijuana.
Right.
Huh? Or no 40 ounce.
Come on, man.
They in Chinatown, they doing business with their own people. They got their own churches and religious houses of worship. And they even got their own police.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And you and I couldn't go down to Chinatown and disrespect no Asian woman and don't expect a consequence.
Exactly.
So the question that I ask you now is, how can somebody come in our community, disrespect our women, and don't expect a consequence?
Come on, man.
Because we sleep.
Exactly.
We the walking dead.
Yes, sir.
And when you sleep, it's a state of suspended consciousness.
Go ahead,
You
man.
ain't aware what's going on.
Yes, sir.
You just walking around, you just happy to be alive.
Go ahead.
And when you sleep and you become a beast in human form, you're only concerned with 3 realities.
Point it out. Point it out.
Eating, sleeping, and having sex.
Go ahead. That's us
And
right
if you
now.
talk to us, if you meet us out in the hood, what's going on with you, black man? I ain't doing too much of that. What you doing? I'm just hanging. You hanging for what?
Come on, man.
Listen to our language. Our language reflects how we think.
Yes, sir.
Just like a sister say, well, it don't matter, nobody should look at me or how I dress. No, how you dress reflect how you think.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Huh? You don't want to hear that.
Go ahead.
You think you should be able to unrobe yourself and nobody should do nothing to you, and that's true. Just because she dressed naked, that don't give us a license to disrespect her.
Exactly.
But come on, sister.
Yes, sir.
You got to be taught.
Come on, bro.
Because I said a couple weeks ago, it ain't no woman that don't get dressed and look at herself in the mirror and go like this and look like that. What you looking at?
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What you looking at?
Right.
Because you know you got a form, and you know the black man is attracted to motion.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's a fact.
So you know what you doing.
Yes, sir.
So when you walking down, you ain't got no girdle on, and you bouncing all around. You know you attracting him,
Exactly.
but you attracting him in the wrong way.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's right.
You say, well, man, her body, yeah, you attracted to her body, but all of us get older. What happens when her body change forms?
Exactly. Right.
See,
Right.
now you ain't attracted to her mind, you're attracted to her body. So then what happens when her body change
Come on, man.
Then when the sister that walk down the street that got a better body, we catch you down the street.
Go
Come
ahead.
on. That's real talk. Real talk.
But our sister gotta be taught. So a man ain't attracted to your behind, he attracted to your mind.
That's right. That's
So
right.
now when the sister come down and she may have a better body, but she ain't got a better mind than my
That's
queen.
it.
Go ahead.
And I'm not gonna jeopardize leaving my queen for somebody that got a better body, but her mind is in the gutter.
Go
Right.
ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
right. Come on, man.
There's been plenty of pretty women that don't took down strong men.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
Good teaching. Good teaching.
Because she a God too.
That's right.
Come on now.
And they study us.
Yes, sir.
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan said he ain't never met a dumb woman.
That
You
is
might
a
meet a
fact.
woman that play dumb. Ain't no woman dumb.
That's a fact. That's what he said.
They sit around and they study us.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And they know how to get to us.
That's right.
That's a fact.
You better wake up.
Yes, sir.
So we still on weaponizing hip hop
That's right.
Yes, sir.
to destroy black youth.
Come on.
So listen to King Louis and Lil Durk. Now, I'm gonna read drill music. You say, oh, what drill music? What's that? I ain't heard nothing like that. If you ain't heard it, you better, that's what they doing out there.
That's a fact.
And you don't know it, and you know what I mean? You don't want to find out what your children listening to. The beauty of me working among the youth, I stay fresh in my mind.
Go ahead.
So I know all the slang and all
Right.
that. I ain't trying to be them,
Right.
but you gotta learn how to get up next to them and
Exactly.
use their own language against them.
Right. Come on, Sadie.
So drill music is a form of trap music, known for its violent and dark content, originating from the south side of Chicago.
Yes, sir.
This subgenre of hip-hop music focuses on the daily occurrences and crime that occurs in the city. All right, so let's see. Now, King Louis, he from Chicago. So let's see what King Louis talking about.
Come on. Come on.
King Louis said in one of his raps, it's like that. When you chain that nigga stole, you itch, you know that? Why you talking to me like my friends ain't killers?
Come on. Come on.
That's what they listening to in Chicago? Lil Durk. Niggas know that Lil Durk the truth. He hang with shooters. You won't breathe, you're killed like the movies. So that's 2 songs in a row it ain't no elevation in that. They talking about murder.
None.
See what Lil Herb talking about. His song called 10 Toes Down. Listen to what he say. Shooters shoot when I say so. Killers with me on the payroll. We really don't do no talking. Homicide so often. Shootouts in Slauson. Come on, brothers and sisters. You heard that? Now, I gave you 3 songs, and 3 of the songs was dealing with straight up, flat out murder.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So now, if you going to school, and the reason why the youth don't want to stay in school, because the youth, the youth don't see where they fit at in the education.
Go ahead.
So the youth turned off by school.
Come on.
And right now, if I took a picture, as soon as the picture developed, the first person you're going to look for is yourself.
That's right.
So it's the same thing in education. You looking for yourself in the education.
Exactly.
And because the education is based on white supremacy, you don't see what your people contributed, so you turned off by education.
That's a fact.
That's right.
So you're around here sagging, you getting high, you popping perks, you popping Xannies.
That's right.
You smoking synthetic marijuana because you're trying to get away from the pain of being yourself.
Go ahead. Good point. Good teaching.
And your pants is sagging because sagging spelled the other way is niggas, and niggas sag. But you'll pull up your pants and somebody pull your mind up.
Go ahead.
Nobody won't have to tell you to pull your pants up.
Good
If you pull your mind up, you'll automatically pull your pants up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sagging is the culture of incarceration.
Yes, sir.
And when you sagging, you really let the man know that, yo, I'm available. See, the brothers out there don't know that's what they're doing.
Come on.
But you following the culture, so when you turn on this music and you see the brothers sagging and they got all these hammers in their hand and they calling out women itches, see, we ain't set a normative culture in our community.
That's right. That's right. Go
And the
ahead.
minister said that the youth will do what is normal until you teach them what is
Come
natural.
on, man. Yes,
That's
sir.
right. That's right.
Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
So we need a new normative culture. You're going to do what's normal until somebody teach you what's natural.
Exactly.
So the brother that's out there selling dope, he don't know he's being used as an agent to destroy his community.
Yes, sir.
So you and I got to be military strategists.
Exactly.
We can't talk to the middleman.
Come on,
The
man.
man that's out there on the corner selling, he ain't the man we need to talk to.
Exactly.
Right.
We need to talk to the man that got you out there.
Come on, bro.
We need to talk to him and go to him with 10, 15, 120, brother.
Yes,
and
sir.
Say, look, we need to talk to you.
Yes,
You
sir.
can't do that here.
That's right.
Plain
Come on,
and
man.
simple.
Yes, sir.
You can't do that here, just like you can't go in the Jewish community. We don't want you here destroying our community.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's
We
it.
come in humble this time, but the next time we ain't humble.
Right.
You might say, well, I thought y'all was about peace. Yeah, we are about peace.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes you gotta be aggressive.
Exactly.
And you can't win a war being on the defense.
That's right. Go ahead.
Sometimes you gotta do offense.
Yes, sir.
So listen now, you heard them lyrics though, but I want you to hear some real lyrics. Listen to Gangstar.
Come on, bro.
I know
Come
you
on.
know nothing about that. But watch when I say these Gangstar
Go ahead.
lyrics.
Go ahead.
It's better than all 3 of them I
Go
just
ahead.
said.
Come on.
Listen to Gangstar. He said, dark clouds over my head. My heart's racing. Suicide, nah. I'm not a foolish guy. Don't even feel like drinking or even getting high. Because all that's going to do is accelerate the anxieties that I wish to alleviate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. See, that's a different kind of flow right there.
Right.
That's a different kind of energy.
That's right.
They don't want you listening to that
That's right.
because you be elevated in consciousness.
That's right.
And then it'll wake up the God in you. They don't want the God in you to get away. They want you to stay asleep.
Exactly.
It's a benefit that you stay asleep.
Come on, man.
Listen to Gangstar again. I put down the knife and take the bullets out my 9. My only crime was that I am too damn kind.
Mm. Come on, man.
You ain't hear him.
Come on.
Because the frequency, you want that drill stuff. Did you hear what he said? I put down the knife and take the bullets out of my 9. My only crime is that I'm too damn kind.
Mm.
He let you know that a weapon ain't This the weapon.
Exactly.
Huh?
That's right.
See?
Go ahead.
This the real Garden of Eden. Right
Exactly.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Yes,
You read
sir.
about in the Bible about the Garden of Eden, you think it's talking about a physical garden.
Come on,
But
man.
this is the real Garden of Eden, the subconscious and the conscious mind.
That's right. That's right. Point it out.
So then we go to the God MC. You ain't ready for that. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Look at it. 18th letter. He said, I was always the flower. I made ways for Noah. From a compound to the anatomy, to the breakdown of the atom. Some of my rap patterns still surround Saturn. From the ancient hieroglyphics to graffiti printed pictures. I study and know the scriptures, but nowadays it ain't vicious. Date back, I go beyond check the Holy Quran.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That ain't Lil Durk. That ain't King Louis.
That's right.
Huh?
Come on.
That ain't even Pop Smoke.
That's right.
See? So the lyrics got energy in them.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I'm about to read from the book, a Dr. Wesley book, of the neuroscience of music.
Come on, man.
Oh, you didn't know it was a neuroscience to music?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That you got neurotransmitters in your brain that send messages throughout your body.
Exactly.
Based on the frequency of the music, it can lead you in one direction of murder and destruction, or it can lead you in the right direction of righteousness and cultivation.
That's right.
Neurotransmitters. That's right.
The neuroscience of music.
That's right.
Not the neuroscience of music, the neuroscience. So that means that these people study our biological and chemical makeup, and they make songs that's going to cause us to vibrate a certain kind of way to get involved in a certain kind of activity.
Yes, sir.
So I got my other man, Jay Electronica.
Come on. That's right.
Right.
Go ahead.
And you should know him.
Yes, sir.
He's straight fire. You should know him. But listen to him. Fighting, shooting dice, smoking weed on the corners, trying to find the meaning of life in a corona, till the 5%ers rolled up on a nigga and informed. Excuse me, nigga, because ain't no niggas in here.
That's right. Go ahead.
But don't trip in here because I'm using it because you listen to that all week long.
That's right. That's right.
Huh?
Come
I
on.
roll with you every other song, be nigga this, nigga that.
Right.
So I ain't trying to degenerate the message. I'm just trying to show you what he's saying. Then he said you either build or destroy where you come from. The Magnolia Projects is the 3rd Ward slum. So you might say, well, that's hip hop. What about R&B?
Uh-oh.
Come on. Point it out. Here we go. Come
What
on.
about R&B?
Put the fire out.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
What about Adina Howard?
Come
A
on
freak
now.
like me?
Come on.
Come on now.
Huh? The R&B version of Cardi B, huh?
Come on.
Look, Adina Howard said, I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening. Just like me, I need a roughneck nigga that can satisfy me.
Come on.
Just for me, if you that kind of man, because I'm that kind of girl.
Come on, man.
Adina Howard, you that kind of girl, huh?
Point it out.
Yep.
But listen to this. Now, so I gave you Adina Howard, but let's go to NDRE. Let's see if you can see the difference.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Good point. Good
You probably don't
contrast.
even know who NDRE is.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
But you probably heard of Adina Howard. And she's talking that freak stuff, huh? But listen to NDRE. When I look in the mirror, and the only one there is me, every freckle on my face where it's supposed to be. And I know my creator didn't make no mistakes on me. My feet, my thighs, my lips, my eyes, I'm loving what I see.
Go ahead. Good. Self-love.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
So now, you probably don't want to listen to all the other stuff, but you got to be honest. Let's be honest. Those lyrics right there, if you down, they bring you up on the tone scale.
Exactly.
That's
Huh?
Exactly.
Those other lyrics that you listen to, they dark and gloomy.
Yes,
and
sir.
if you listen to that all day, you gonna want to kill somebody.
That's right.
And with depression and people post-COVID, people really suffer. Mental health is a real thing.
That's
right.
That ain't no joke. People
That's right.
really going through some real serious things.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Sir.
And you and I need an outlet.
That's right.
That's why we gotta be good listeners.
Exactly.
Because sometimes somebody just needs somebody to vent to.
Yes, sir.
Because you letting somebody vent to you may be the difference in them going home and calming themselves down or going to get a 9 and shooting somebody.
Exactly.
themselves. That's right.
or killing themselves.
Exactly.
Because suicide and homicide run rampant in our community.
That's a fact.
Suicide and homicide ain't a conflict resolution strategy.
Exactly.
Mental health. We gotta have more sympathy. And I like what my brother Minister Nuri said. We gotta graduate now from sympathy to empathy.
Yes, sir.
Meaning that we don't dismiss what nobody feeling. Like some of us is so cold.
Yep.
We ain't got no connection. Somebody come tell you something. Oh, everybody going through something. Everybody is going through something.
That's right.
But that's a horrible way to respond.
Exactly.
That's right.
That if somebody really seeking for help, you saying, well, everybody going through something. Well, if a man going through a divorce, right?
Come on.
And a man about to lose his home,
Yes,
and
sir.
a man's car got repossessed, those three different scenarios.
Exactly.
We got to learn how to respond better.
Go ahead, brother.
Because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
That's right.
See?
That's right. Yes,
Say
sir.
it again. People don't care about how much you know until they know that you really care.
Exactly.
That's right.
And that's why every school I work in, it ain't a school in Philadelphia or it ain't a hood in Philadelphia where I can walk down the street and somebody don't yell out my name and come hug me. Not because I'm this and that.
Right.
I'm following Farrakhan, but
Exactly.
I look beyond the youth folks and I see their need.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
So I ain't in school all day judging them
Right.
Now. That's right.
because I got the ability to suspend them, but I know how to talk to them.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Told a man the other day he stole what he stole? 4 iPads. I sat him down in my office and said, tell me why I shouldn't suspend him. See? Put the burden of proof on him. He already know he should get suspended. Stealing school property? Tell me why I shouldn't. You on the board now? Give me a reason why I shouldn't. Last week, I just want to read this off again because this is sick. The Chicago murder rate. We only gonna go for 2015 up to now. 2015 in Chicago, 481 murders. 2016, 769 murders. 2017, 660 murders. 2018, 576 murders. 2019, 500 murders. 2020, 772 murders. 2021, 800 murders.
Wow.
Right? And then 2022, 695 murders. Now, when you read those statistics, you ask you a question. Who is your niece going to marry?
Yep.
Those kind of statistics.
That's right, brother. That's right.
I'm not
Good
dealing with
question.
them because they
Good
outnumber us right now.
That's right.
But you are contributing now to the depopulation agenda because now we keep killing each other like that.
That's
Then the black man becomes extinct,
Come on.
and then you begin to facilitate the homosexual agenda.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
See? Because if we keep killing each other, then the sisters, they shouldn't. But what happens is they're hoping that the sisters get so frustrated that they get involved in lesbianism.
That's what they calculating on.
Yep.
Come on.
So we being hunted, but we hunting each other.
Yes, sir.
And we killing each other based on the music that we listening to and based on our self-hatred.
Yes, sir.
And self-hatred is on a cellular level. So we got the lyrics, right? We ain't gonna be too much longer. I don't like to keep you long. I know y'all ready for the Super Bowl, and we hoping the Eagles win. We hoping they win. Because we don't need them to tear nothing else up in Philadelphia.
That's what happened.
So look, the scripture, the book of Exodus, the first chapter, the 10th verse, it says, come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and if war breaks out, they join onto an enemy and come against us.
Yes, sir.
So they always was worried about us multiplying.
Yes,
So
sir.
we doing that.
Yes, sir.
And it frightened the hell out of them because in this book called The Death of the West by Pat Buchanan,
Yes, sir.
he said in the year 2050, we would become the majority. We the majority right now, we just don't know it.
Exactly.
We ain't the minority. Stop calling yourself the minority.
Exactly.
The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that we outnumber our enemies 11-1. We not the minority.
That's right.
We the majority right now.
That's right.
Then the book of Proverbs says, there's a way that seems right to a man, but the ends therein are the ways of death.
That's right. That's
See?
right.
See, the path to hell is paved with good intentions. So many roads that lead to the path of hell.
Right.
It seems right. So you need a new role model. You need a new example.
Yes, sir.
And the minister said to the rappers that they are the new world leaders.
That's what he said.
But when you're a leader, you got to take responsibility for your leadership.
Exactly.
And we failed y'all in that sense because we've allowed money
Come on, man.
and the
Point that
lust
out.
for power
Yes, sir.
to destroy us.
That's what we've done.
So let me read this thing about this neuroscience, and then I want to talk to you about this right quick. I said it last week. They had to find a way in closing to sedate the youth. So when you see Rodney King get beat down, you see what they did to George Floyd. See, the youth, y'all have a different flavor.
Yep.
The minister said that y'all the best generation that we ever produced because you feel as you just need guidance. So the scripture says, old men for counsel, young men for war, right? But if you want to fight a war, you should know how to win the war and not be a casualty in the war.
That's right.
But in 1980, greater than Watts, greater than what happened to I just said my man George Floyd. What's the other one they beat up in L.A.? Rodney King. So in 1980, there was a riot that broke out in Miami. Police officers got acquitted for murdering another black man. But the youth went crazy.
That's right.
Right? Youth started beating up police officers. Right? The youth took a white lady that was in the car. I ain't advocating that you go do this. I'm just telling you what happened. Somebody said, man, he was up there teaching that, man, we should go set a car fire. No, I ain't telling you that. I'm just telling you what happened. So it was a white lady in the car. They poured gasoline on the car and set the car on fire. They started going to war with Caucasians. Sent chills up the government back. They're like, man, what we got to do? This can't become the norm. See, as long as they beating up on us and we don't respond, they think it's okay.
That's right.
But the moment that we respond, we get called menace to society, we the thugs, we the savages.
Terrorists.
But you ain't talking about the savages that's in the blue uniform.
Yes, sir.
Huh? We call them the Blue Klux Klan. Not all of them, but most of them.
Yes, sir.
Don't drive around with protect and serve on your car if your motivation is to kill and destroy.
Come on, man.
And I'm not saying all police officers is like that, because we got some brothers in the nation that work for the police force, but they ain't working for the police force with the same mind of the enemy.
Exactly.
No, they know. They're not doing it.
That's right.
But in 1980, in this riot, it got so crazy that they wanted to think of a way that they could sedate young people, meaning that they could neutralize your masculinity. That you wouldn't go crazy when you seen these negative images. Because if you keep on seeing people get gunned down, that not only is it traumatizing,
right,
at some point it makes you want to retaliate.
Exactly.
And the Quran talks about retaliation.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
In the Quran.
That's right.
Good.
See, the life of a Muslim is sacred.
Yes,
We
sir.
don't kill our brother.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
We ain't into that.
Yes, sir.
We want for our brother what we want for ourselves. We want for our sister what we want for ourselves. And if we disagree and become disagreeable, then we call in a third party to resolve the conflict.
Go ahead.
That's right.
But we don't kill each other in Islam.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And that's why the example over in the East is not our example.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Because they murdering each other over there in the East.
Yes, sir.
And even all of the differences that we have with the other communities, the Islamic communities, we never went to blows with each other.
That's right.
Because we got divine leadership. He don't want us conducting ourselves like that.
That's right.
That's right.
But after this riot, they had to introduce something in the community to sedate the youth.
That's right.
So in comes crack cocaine.
Come on with that.
See? So now you get high all the time, you can't respond.
Come on.
They don't neutralize your masculinity. So now they in LA, they in Miami, giving our young people cocaine.
Mm.
And what happens when you get addicted to a drug?
Come
See,
on.
these people so wicked, they study the pleasure centers of the mind.
Exactly.
Huh?
Put
They
that
know
out.
what serotonin and dopamine is.
Yes, sir.
So now you get addicted to a drug instead of going to the God
Come on, man.
that is the most high, that will keep you high, not on that temporary high.
Go ahead.
So now you, instead of you getting a relationship with God, you getting a relationship with crack cocaine.
Mm.
Huh?
Come on.
So now your body is going through a biological molecular change.
Yes.
And when you're addicted to drugs, if you don't get it for a while, you go through a withdrawal stage.
That's right. That's right.
And once you get addicted to drugs, you'll do anything to get that high.
Come on, man.
Rob,
Anything.
steal, or kill.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Let's close up with this neuroscience. You ain't got this book? Get this book, man.
Pop, pop.
One of our scholars.
Yes,
Huh?
sir.
Not no guesswork.
Come on.
Believe it's 1,000 pages. 800 and something pages.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Dealing with the cellular level of neutralizing our masculinity.
Come on, man.
How they making us homosexual.
Come on, bro. Come
By the
on.
food that we eat.
Yes, sir.
Huh? We think it ain't a connection. See, when you don't approach things on a holistic manner, you think it's different. The physical, the mental, and spiritual. No, it's all connected.
Exactly.
How you are what you eat.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Where we at?
Wake us up.
5:51. So here we go. The neuroscience of music. The science of music, listen to what the minister said. The science of music is at the root of the true religion of God.
Come on. Go ahead.
Man, Farrakhan, you deep, boy.
He is. He is.
Listen to him. He said, so Dr. Wesley said in 2012, Scientific American published an article on the well-known power of rhythmic sound to tapping into the brain circuits. You probably didn't even know you had a brain circuit. Brain circuits controlling, listen to them, controlling emotion and movement to actually control the brain.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Circuitry or sensory perception.
Yes, sir.
In other words, the power of music to control the human mind and behavior.
Right.
Through this power of music, both individual as well as group think and behavior can be coordinated.
Yes, sir.
Rhythmic sound not only coordinates the behavior of people in a group, it also coordinates their thinking. The mental processes of individuals in the group become synchronized.
Yes, sir.
Brain cells are like little clocks with intrinsic frequencies.
Yes, sir.
Some fire slowly, others fire more rapidly. There's no neutral chaos because groups of cells synchronize in order to get things done.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Teach the science.
Listen to this. Music can also alter the electrochemical environment of the brain. Plant research indicates that music produces physiological effects in plants.
That's a fact.
So if music can alter the electrochemical environment of the brain and it can affect the physiological effects of plants, what is it doing to you?
Good.
So that means that if the mind is a womb.
Right. Go ahead.
See?
Yes,
And whatever goes on inside or outside the womb affects the person in the womb.
Yes, sir.
So if you listen to filth, indecency, and debauchery
Come on,
all
man.
day, there's
Okay.
no way that you can become
Okay.
righteous listening to
Go
that.
ahead. Yes, sir.
So don't just tell me I'm just listening to music.
That's right.
No, you're not. You're being affected and you're being indoctrinated and you don't even know.
Go ahead.
So that's how we got remote control Negroes in our community. Meaning that Satan don't have to physically be there for us to do his bidding.
That's right. That's right.
But because we know his scheme is to divide and conquer, right? And white supremacy, the greatest enemy in our community is a black white supremacist.
That's right. Go ahead. Say that again.
See? A black white supremacist. A black Anglo-Saxon.
Come on, man.
See, black on the outside, but you Caucasian in the inside.
Come on.
Your skin texture is black, but you really hate yourself and you hate your people.
Come on, bro. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And you didn't come into the world like that. Somebody taught and trained you to hate yourself. So that's why the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches and trains us to love ourselves.
That's right. Go ahead. Come on.
Ain't nobody else out here teaching the love of self.
That's right.
Ain't nobody out here teaching the knowledge of God and the knowledge of self but the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
That's
I
right.
love T.D. Jakes, he a great pastor. I love Creflo Dollar, they're a great pastor. They can't tie the shoelaces of
Come on, man. Say that again.
Yep.
because they ain't teaching relevant messages. They're getting to it now.
Yeah.
So in closing, I want to read this and then we out of here. Listen to what the devil gonna say. And the devil ain't no, the devil is a human being too.
That's right.
See, it says the coming of God is after the workings of Satan.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Listen to this, the 14th surah, the 22nd ayah. We always walk around here, the devil made me do it. Listen to what the devil gonna say to you. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. And the devil will say when the matter is decided,
Go ahead.
surely Allah promised you a promise of truth.
That's right.
And I, meaning the devil, promised you and failed you.
Right.
Listen to this part though. I had no authority over you
Come on.
except that I called you and you obeyed me.
You obey.
That's deep. So blame me not. Blame yourselves.
Come on.
I cannot come to your help, nor can you come to my help. I deny your associating me with Allah before. Surely for the unjust is a painful chastisement.
That's right. Go
So
ahead.
you can't even blame the devil because when the matter is decided, he's going to let you know.
That's right.
I didn't have no authority over you. I just called you and you came.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why we can respond to the devil because it comes to us in our own suggestions in our own mind.
Come on, man.
So that's it, brothers and sisters. I think we laid good enough base.
Praise
Thank you for indulging your brother. May Allah bless you. So next week, we're going to leave the hip hop alone for a minute. But we're going to talk about the teacher of the Most Honorable Elijah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who is Master Fard Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's a lot of misconceptions about who he is and
Yes, sir.
what he did. And so we want to talk about that as we go on to Savior's Day. Inshallah.
Go
But at
ahead.
this time, we want to take our public collection. So I'm going to start it off. I got $20.
I got 30.
You got 30?
Yes, sir.
How many of us, any of us got 20?
I got 20.
You got 20? Praise be to Allah. Come on. See if we can get at least 8 to 10, 20. See if we can get it.
Come on. We got it. We got it. Praise be to Allah. Come on.
Sister said we had to pay. What's the PayPal?
Assalamualaikum, family.
Walaikum salam, man.
So we do have a PayPal as well. So when you go into your PayPal, you'll put We Have Valley. noi@gmail.com. Lehigh Valley, NOI@gmail.com. We also have a Telegram, and if you can see me afterwards for the PayPal link if you need it as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else got any 20? I started out 20, so maybe somebody got 1,000. Somebody got $1,000 donation today. The closed mouth don't get fed. You never know who out there, right?
That's right.
So you know what I mean. I don't want you to leave here and say, "Well, I had 1,000. He ain't asked, so I ain't give it." So I'm asking. I'm asking. How many of us? Anybody else got 20? How many of us got 10?
Come on. I'll ask them the next week.
Okay. Yeah. You brought the charities. You coming? Thank you for coming, man. But the reality of it is this: that we ask for the charity, right? Because we have a real nation.
That's right.
Right? And the commander-in-chief of the real free world
Come on.
ain't Joe Biden.
Right.
The real commander-in-chief is the Honorable Minister Louis
That's
Farrakhan,
right. That's
so
right.
we don't get no money from the government.
Come on.
The churches, they get faith-based. We don't get that.
That's right.
So when you see the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan looking beautiful and looking free,
Come on, man.
as he should be.
Exactly.
Right? That's because we sacrifice and make sure he don't want for nothing.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
We have farmland.
Come
It
on.
don't just feed the Muslims. The farmland feeds our people.
Exactly.
Right? We got a farm in Georgia.
Right.
We got a farm in Chicago.
Right.
That produces Navy beans.
Yes, sir.
So there's a time right now of a famine. A famine is coming.
Yes,
You
sir.
can't tell that
Come
the
on,
eggs
man.
is $8?
Yes,
So
sir.
that means something is going on. Now the masses of the people ain't gonna tell you that.
That's right.
But the minister Ben told us that a famine was coming.
That's right.
So you and I gotta eat. Right? So you gotta support us because the minister ain't just got the farm for the Muslims.
That's
We
right.
got it for all our people so we can feed our people in the day of want that is here. It's not on its way, it's here.
Yes, sir.
So we can pass the receptacles, thank you.
Thank
But
you.
then whatever you have, we appreciate whatever you get.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you get. And I don't want you to say, they just brought us here, they want our money. No. No.
Come
When
on.
you go to the church, they take up 3 collections.
That's right.
Huh?
That's
Take up one
right.
in the beginning, then they
Exactly.
get the man to hit that organ, then they go do another collection.
Exactly.
Right?
Come
But
on.
you don't know where that money is going.
Exactly.
I'm telling you where our money is going is to help build our nation. We got a real nation.
That's right. That's right.
We got a real flag.
Yes, sir.
We got a real military.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So deeper than that before we close out, how many people here for their first time? Never been here before. Stand up. All praise due to Allah. Stand up. Praise due to Allah. So listen, I hope you come back out. But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan needs help.
That's right.
And maybe today, it didn't move you enough to come join. But we need soldiers,
That's right.
men and women, to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan will be 90 years old in May.
Think about it.
Still looking good,
Come
still
on.
teaching 2-3 hour lectures,
90.
but he need help.
Yes, sir.
And I don't want you and I to do what we did with Harriet Tubman, Denmark
Come
Vesey,
on, man. Point it out.
Marcus Garvey,
Nat Turner.
Dr. King.
Yes, sir.
I would have been, if I was there, I would have been with him. But you got one right in your midst right now.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta pray and think about what it was like with Harriet Tubman and Denmark. You got a revolutionary right in your midst right now.
That's right.
Ain't gonna get no better than him.
That's a fact.
No better.
And he really is our last chance.
That is a fact.
He our last chance to get it right.
Yes, sir.
Only chance.
The last man standing. They have tried everything to destroy him. Ask yourself, how come they haven't destroyed him? Because he's backed by God.
That's right.
Huh?
Yes,
That's
sir.
why they haven't destroyed it. They tried to kill him.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't successful. Right. He's showing you that when God got your hand, when he got his hand on you, Satan can plot and plan whatever he wants. That don't mean it's going to come to fruition.
That's right.
So if you ain't ready to join this Sunday, maybe you come out. We got men's class tomorrow, right?
Yes,
First
sir.
men's class. Praise you to Allah. Tomorrow night,
That's right.
7 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Our beloved brother,
Right here.
Brother Captain Arthur.
Yes, sir.
Men's class. We need manhood training.
Right. So bad. Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
share this with you, then we're gonna close out. Minister Abdul Salam. They had a big riot break out with the Bloods and the Crips when Freddie Gray got killed. The brothers was out in the street.
Yep.
And it was the brothers in Baltimore that stopped the gangs from killing, looting, and all of that. But when it was over, the Bloods and the Crips came to the mosque and they wanted to talk to the minister, who's Abdul Salam, and he brought them in. Listen to what they said. They said, man, we appreciate y'all, because y'all was directing us and telling us what to do. He said, but we realize we need to be trained.
That's right.
That we don't have no training.
Yep.
So a lot of us is in these street organizations, we don't know what the hell we doing. We just dissatisfied, frustrated, disappointed. We ain't got no strategy and we ain't even trained. So that's why it's so easy for the enemy to come among us and getting us fighting and killing each other.
That's right.
Come get manhood training.
Come on, man.
So you know how to be a man, you know how to be a father, you know how to be a husband.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So that's tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
Next week, I hope to see you in the place. Who is Master Fard Muhammad?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right?
Yes, sir.
No. Because I'm pretty sure you don't heard something, but it wasn't the truth. Let's stand up, close out, and pray. Bow your head solemnly. Again, you'll hear me say the name of Allah. Allah just is the name of the true and living God. It don't mean that it's many gods. It just means that the many is confused about the one. It's only one God.
Yes, sir.
We seek the refuge of Allah from the accursed Satan. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. All praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful, Master, the dear requital. Thee do we worship, and thine aid do we seek. O Allah, guide us on the straight path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, and not the path of those of whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray. Say he, Allah is one. Allah is he on whom we all depend. He neither begets, nor is he begotten, and there is none like him. And O Allah, we seek thy refuge from anxiety and grief. We seek thy refuge from lack of strength and laziness. And we seek thy refuge from cowardness and niggardliness. And we seek thy refuge from being overpowered by debt and the oppression of men. O Allah, suffice thou us with that which is lawful, and keep us away from that which is prohibited. And by thy grace grant us free of want of what is besides thee. And we bear witness that nothing or no one deserves to be served or worshipped besides Allah. And we bear witness that Muhammad, all of them, are your messenger. Ameen.
Ameen.
Thank you for coming. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.